Okay. All right.
Okay, awesome.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, y'all, give me a couple minutes and I will be with you here shortly. Just 2 seconds. All right. Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing? See everybody here who I've seen before. Okay, cool. I don't think we have any. Look at that studio you got there, Sonia.
Right, I'm on the stage at the Comedy Cellar.
I like that. I like that. All right. Well, let's go down the line. Share how successful your last week was. Feel free to throw in there any time that you feel like you might have fell off or struggled. I wanna hear where you're at in your business. And I'm just gonna go down the line of how I see it on my screen. So Sonia, you're up first.
All right, so I wrote my second offer for my clients, and it did not get accepted either. So we're struggling to get an offer accepted with this couple, but I'll find them something eventually. They are like not first runner up, but whatever, if the buyers drop out, then they said that we're next up. So that's at least a little better than we're completely out. But we're still looking for this couple, and I'll find them something. And then I'm just still contacting everybody that I know. I went through my list and I pulled out another 63 people that I can contact, and I just keep plugging away at it. And that's where I'm at right now.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Daniel, you're
All
up.
right. So what I got here, let me see real quick. So I did finally get some buyers under contract on a new house. I got some pre-approved buyers again for the weekend, so kind of still house shopping for them, putting in multiple offers. I mean, I am losing like over $15,000 list price offers. No option period at some of these, and I still lost it. One lady had me dragging me on for like 2-3 days. I'm really thinking we're gonna get it. And of course, the longer the property sits on there, you're gonna get more and more offers. So I end up losing that offer for a higher offer, which is over $300,000 for the house. It was originally listed at 270 or something like that. Sold for like over 300, or went pending over 300 supposedly, which I think, I mean, I don't even know how it's gonna appraise, or something I think is just a hype. I don't even know. I also went to an open house where there was literally a line to get through. So I was like, in my head, I'm thinking, I mean, how many people are, how bad do they really want this house, or are they just waiting in line for just because everybody else is waiting in line? So really mixed emotions on that property. We still made an offer and still didn't get it, which I thought was kind of a waste of a time. I probably should have just told them, forget about making an offer, but that's kind of what's happening out here in this area. Other than that, I mean, as far as struggles goes, well, I mean, all these buyers showing properties does definitely put my schedule behind as far as the time blocking goes, because it's just more buyers than I can handle. I did pass on one of my buyers to another agent in my office, and we're doing a 50-50 split. And hopefully she can help get them under contract. But definitely, I'm just now straight up just setting appointments and showing houses, setting appointments and showing houses, and then writing offers. That's kind of what it's been all week.
How do you
Hey,
feel
send
about
them up
bringing-
north. Send them up north to me. I got some spots up here north that people don't know about.
Yeah, I mean, they're all over the place, and that's another thing too. Some people are starting to get a little desperate as far as areas goes. I mean, I went to go see a new construction in Fulshear, 1,200 square feet, 230,000. Like, that's ridiculous to me. And Fulshear, like, there's nothing out there. So, but people buying them. They ran out of lots, 45 section lots. They actually took over the 50 section lot to build the 1,200 square foot houses there. So at the end of the day, I mean, people are buying them. So there's a lot of money out there too. Some people are dropping like over 20%. So I don't know where all this money's coming from, but all of a sudden everybody's got cash.
Daniel, where are you at with bringing on a buyer's agent?
So I interviewed a few people to try to bring them on. I mean, nobody wants to really join the team. Because I'm more with the brokerage, just 100% commission. That makes it a little bit challenging. So what I did now is just kind of said, hey, I got a pre-approved buyer, 50-50. You guys can close it on your end. And then the only thing that I don't like about it, for example, I called one of my clients that I passed over, and he wants to make an offer on a house less than list price. So I'm all like, dude, that's pointless. But I'm not sure the other agent is really just doing whatever he says or really pushing the close. So what I did is say, hey, I give you a client pre-approved. We'll go 50-50, but I'm going to follow up. Maybe you should be doing 1 or 2 showings a week, plus at least submit an offer or two, because that's what I've been doing. Other than that, I mean, I've passed on a client before and they didn't buy nothing. And then you go on Facebook and they bought a house.
Mm-hmm.
Then I called the agent. What happened? Well, no, they said they wanted to wait, and I was just a lost business there, and I wasn't going to get no referrals off of that. But yeah, I've been trying to get a buyer agent on board, but nobody, like I said, my brokerage is 100% commission. Nobody's really, it's not really a big team type of brokerage.
Daniel,
So
can you schedule a meeting with me on my calendar for later this week
for
if
sure,
you have time?
yeah, definitely do that.
All right. All right, Daryl, you're up.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I didn't get much done. I actually just started making phone calls. I probably made about 65 phone calls, but I was trying to get into the rhythm and made 55 one day and 55 and then 10 the next day. I was trying to kind of get the script down properly and not read it word for word. So I was trying to get into a way that I could say it naturally. So I felt like I've actually done that this weekend. So the plan is I have a class to take at 1, and then after that, I plan to call for next 2 hours and see how that goes with the new script.
Daryl, are you full-time?
Yeah.
So how are you spending all of these hours in the day?
I'm actually trying to start a YouTube channel as well. So I actually wrote out like about 10 or 12 scripts for the episodes, and I'm actually recording them now. I'm actually editing the third video and getting ready to drop that on YouTube. And planning for this week to basically go out and see houses after about 1-2 o'clock this week for a couple of days.
So something to note, YouTube is secondary. It comes
Right.
second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth place, not first place on your prospecting. It's not gonna blow up your leads. It's not gonna blow up your pipeline, anything like that. It's not gonna teach you. I mean, YouTube is a major undertaking, and I'm sure you got your real estate license to sell real estate. So
Yeah.
let's put more of a focus on those green activities and as you have free time, because right now you don't have free time. You're just replacing the time that you should be prospecting and learning this real estate business with free time activities.
Right.
So we don't want to do that, because then next thing you know, your calendar is going to be filled with all these other activities when you're only having time to make 17 calls in a whole day. That's the opposite of what it should be. Okay. So rework that time block calendar. And once you do that, send me a copy of it so I can look at it. You can put YouTube in there, but maybe YouTube goes at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. And if you're too sleepy, oh well, you miss it. But that calling needs to be in there. Reaching out to your database needs to be in there, taking up most of your day.
Right.
Okay. Work on that time block calendar and send it to me.
I will.
Okay. All right, Orlando.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
So highlights for last week. I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I went on 6 sets of showings, wrote 3 offers. None of them got accepted. I had an agent fully on board this week. So now I got my buddy Jojo. He's on my team now, and we are going to be working. He's mainly going to be helping really with everything, but I have 11 buyers I'm working on right now, and I would really like to start getting some listings. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward. I'm focusing on making sure I hit my 6 hours of circle prospecting and at least 3 power hours. Last week, I was able to make 97 calls, but I know I can definitely beat that. Using the dialer, I realized I can make a lot more calls than 97. So that'll be my focus this week, is to get on listings.
Okay. Good. Good. And I'm glad to see you got that assistant there and helping you out.
Well, yeah. So my wife hopefully will be quitting her job in about a month and a half. And I would like to send you, Chasten, our time block schedule as a team and what our commission splits that we ended up coming up with.
Cool. Yep.
Yeah.
Love to see it. All righty. Bernard, you're up.
Okay, yeah, so like everybody else, so stuck. But you know what? I hate to say this, but my wife is helping me out tremendously. So she's got referrals from T-Shack. So now T-Shack is sending her people, and now she's sending them to me. And as I mentioned, you know, a lot of people don't realize that Highway 99, that tollway, is about 90% done. There is a huge subdivision going up right on the other side of 99, and they have houses. But I mean, it's amazing. You know, you get on these, you know, the Facebook groups or HRR, and you know, everybody's putting in these crazy offers. But if you go up just on the other side of 99, man, and once that comes in, it's going to be a great thoroughfare for people to get all around Houston. But so it's a great opportunity to get in right now and getting it. So I signed up one buyer this weekend, and they have inventory up there. So I'm trying to encourage many people to get up there as an investment opportunity. The houses are, you know what, this is crazy. The minimum lot size is 4/10 of an acre, almost a half an acre of land. And I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity. People just got to reach out beyond their comfort zone and look and say, hey, buy out here, invest out here. And then in a few years when the market changes, then you go back where you want to go. But they built about 150 homes, and they have 4,500 acres. They got 4,500 acres of land that they're going to build. So that's what I'm saying, Daniel. You want to send me some people up this way, man? We got plenty of land, plenty of opportunities.
99
And
combo or where 99? 99 wraps around.
so right at 59, so the extension going from 59, swinging back around, going back down to Baytown, that's opening up by the end of the year. Get the people to come up there now and invest now, because you can get the money back. And because guess what? They paying, honestly, the person that I signed up Saturday, she paid under list price. See what I'm saying? I mean, and they're throwing in closing costs. They're throwing in, she got 3,500 in closing costs. They're doing title work and everything because it's an undiscovered gold mine. Once 99 breaks open and it is complete, floodgates are open. So you got people, send them my way if you don't want to come that far. I mean, a lot of people don't want to come that far north, but I'll take your referrals and I'll do the driving around for you.
And something to note, everyone, especially with these new builds, your clients still need to have a sense of urgency. You know, especially with how these homes are getting built. Our new build market up north here in DFW is tapped out. I mean, it's tapped out. Homes that should take 6 to 8 months are now taking 10, 12 months plus. A lot of the builders, once they're opening up inventory, they're quickly filling those lots, and then they have wait lists of 40, 50 people in case the deal falls through. So
Yeah.
so if you're pointing your people to the new build sector, definitely still put in their heads like, hey, we got to move with the sense of urgency. It's not time to play around. You know, at least put those properties and put those homes on hold if they want to get in something by the end of the year. I am seeing that more properties are coming on the market, but again, they're coming on the market just because of seasonality. We're getting into the spring and summer, but it's still a hot seller's market, and so they're not going to stay on there. Historically, y'all know people would sit there and say things like, "Oh, I want to see what comes up," or "We haven't found that perfect house," and this and that. No, if people are trying to buy right now, they need to be buying for investment purposes. This is the best time to invest in a home. And even if it's not that perfect house, make you a quick little $100,000-$200,000 in a year or two. Just do it. You know, have those conversations with them and set those types of expectations versus your dream house. You know, now is a time where pretty much anybody can become an investor. If you can afford to get a mortgage and you can qualify, you can become an investor right now. And you don't have to you don't have to get no investment property. You don't have to put in all that work. You don't have to do all that flipping and tenants and stuff. You could just make you a quick little 50 to 100 grand just from living. It's like living in a home for free. Like, maybe I need to make a video about that. All right. Thanks for sharing that, Bernard. Now I see Austin. You're up.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So last week, man, I was pretty busy, man. I was showing a lot of properties, writing a lot of offers. We did get one. We ended up going about 40,000 over asking, and we ended up winning that one. I went on some listing appointments. I know eXp Realty has sent me a listing appointment to go on. So I'm going to be hopefully getting this listing, and he's going to be relocating down to Florida. So hopefully that comes this way. And then I mean, I had to put some sold signs up yesterday. I drove around the city, put those up, and I picked some leads up off of that. People see me putting the signs up with the sold and everything, and people were stopping and asking for my card and everything. So that was a good thing. And I did have one gentleman reach out to me later that day about some property he's looking to purchase. So really, it's just been a busy week all around.
Yeah, wow. Well, it's busy for a lot of us.
Yes.
All right, Brian, you're up.
Hey everybody, how's it going? So last week was a guilt week for me because my kid was on spring break and he basically spent the whole week watching me make phone calls. So Thursday evening, I had decided that I was going to take Friday off and, spend some time with my kid. But when I looked at my numbers Thursday, I was like, well, I haven't made the calls that I'm supposed to make. So I said, all right, well, I'll work half a day Friday. And so I did. I got up Friday and made my calls. I met my numbers. And sure enough, if you want a client, just plan a day off. So, I'm getting ready to take off with my kid. And then I get a contact from Facebook. This girl is looking for an apartment. So I told my kid, I'm like, all right, hold on. I got to reach out to this girl. So anyway, I'm going to be meeting with her later today at the apartments, try to get her a lease on that. And then this morning I got up, started hitting the phones again. So I've already got some people I've spoken to. And, it's just like Jason says, time block it. And you just, you got to stick with it. You got to stick with it. And on my time block, I don't know if you can see the red, but it says make an appointment with yourself and keep it. Because if you make an appointment with someone else and they flake out, you're going to be pissed. And you should be pissed with yourself if you flake out too. So I'm just trying to stick to that time block and meet my goals.
Awesome. And you were coming fast, Brian. You were doing it to it. I've seen your growth. Just heck in these last 3 weeks. So definitely keep up the momentum. You got them. You have that acceleration going right now. So don't let off the gas.
Correct. Thank you.
All right, Cornelius.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Hey, last week, put in a few offers. Just got one back this morning that it was accepted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After it was the third one for this client. But that's and also got a listing appointment this week, and I think I'm going to be able to wrap this one up. Our conversation's been going pretty good, so that'll be considered one of my first decent listings besides investment homes and everything of that sort. But other than that, just right now showing homes and trying to win the bid, but it's pretty tough out there right now.
Yeah. I mean, isn't it crazy nowadays if you get an offer accepted, it's like, what? You got an offer accepted?
Yeah.
Dang, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
But
so I got a problem I never had before. I got like 5 buyers and we can't find homes. So
yeah.
Well, we can find them, but we're not winning them all. And,
We just got to keep working at it.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right. And Rosemary's on the call, but she can't talk right now. So we're gonna go over to Jamar.
Yep. Hey, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. So this is really my first week I've been able to do anything business wise. I had some personal stuff, but all that got handled over this past weekend. Or I'm sorry, the weekend before. So Monday I just kind of got on and I signed in and I got everything downloaded through EXP. And then Tuesday I caught that meeting. And then I downloaded all my time blocking stuff, and I actually reached out to David, and he helped me out a little bit. So, and then Wednesday I got my time blocking thing together, and I sent the copy to him. I meant to send it to you, but I just been kind of trying to get my everything in order. So I just sent it to him, and he kind of gave me some feedback. And Thursday I started making my calls, and this was, like you said, the first time I've talked to these people in a while. So I was having trouble, trying to keep the conversations to a minimum, so that ran over, and I only got to do like 30 calls on Thursday. And then Friday, I saw a video about sending out Facebook messages. So I didn't keep count, but I sent out like a whole lot of Facebook messages, and I got some leads. Like they were saying, like, they're going to be ready in like a few months, or like maybe a year from now, and some potential investors say maybe 2 years from now. So keep checking up with them, obviously. And something interesting happened yesterday. I was out at the store at Walmart, and I saw this tow trucking guy. He was helping this lady open her car. She had a lot of keys in there. And I reached out to him. I said, hey, man, I appreciate you, because he helped her after he opened the door, he helped her put her bags in there, and he helped her get in the car. So I was like, hey, man, I appreciate that, helping her and everything. And I took a picture of his business, and I said, I run a real estate business. And, if you know anybody who needs those services, or do you need them or whatever. So I made a little Facebook post, and the people who were liking the post, I was sending those same messages. And so I'm getting a little bit of feedback from that. They're saying, I may know somebody, or if I do know somebody, I'll let you know. So that kind of encouraged me a little bit, this being my first week. And that's about it.
Nice, man. I love to hear that though. Look at that. Just following instructions.
It's simple.
Right, isn't it? It's so simple. No need to reinvent anything. No need to come up with your own strategies. It's literally just following the plan. I promise you, this stuff works. This stuff works. So what I'm gonna talk about today, and I only do this maybe once every 6 months to a year, because it's not the way of kind of doing things power unit wise, but it's still relevant. And that's social media, branding, marketing, things like that. Because obviously social media is big today, and a lot of you are on social media. So I want to make sure that you are doing it the right way. I want to provide, obviously I'm on social media, and I do a lot on social media. I'm seeing the trends these days, and I'm seeing how to do certain things. And I want to make sure that I relay that information over to you as well, so that you can be more successful in your social media efforts. Now, before we get into actual tactics on social media, I want to talk about brands. I want to talk about your brands and branding. I know a few of you in here have a brand already. I know Oh My Real Estate, DTX, and Austin, I see your stuff. So, branding, when it comes to you as a real estate professional, leading a real estate team and growing in real estate, your brand is very important, right? When people go and look you up, or look and see who you're associated with, what team you're associated with, what they oftentimes see first is your brand. A lot of people think that people just go and search to see what homes that you sold, but that's not true today in 2021, because us as realtors, we've made it a mission over time to just explain and show how inaccurate these websites are. And y'all know which websites I'm talking about, how the values are off, how the souls are off. Even speaking about Zillow, right? I haven't updated my Zillow stuff in so long because ever since they disconnected from the MLS, a lot of these websites, unless you go in there and put in your souls and stuff, they don't appear. Okay. And I'm just not trying to share any data. So I'm taking that strong stance. So I'm not updating that stuff. But what I do have to fall back on is the brand that I've made for myself, the brand that I've made for the team. And I can really control what people see when it comes to that brand. Now, what is branding? I'm going to give you a definition for branding. So branding is the art of aligning what you want people to think about your company and what they actually do think about your company. Okay. So your job as that professional is to align those two things, right? Now, marketing and branding are two different things. Marketing and branding are two different things. I don't even say marketing and branding together in the same sentence because branding is one thing and marketing is totally something else. Marketing is a series of activities. All right. Branding happens in the mind. Branding brings on feelings. Branding is kind of your trophy that you get to hold in front of people. All right. A brand, here's another definition. A brand is one's own unique story. Okay. Your brand is your story. What you want people to think about you and your business falls back to your brand. And I want everybody to understand branding is more than just a symbol. Branding is more than just a logo. Okay. A brand is created and it's influenced by people. Okay. So people who you have working for you, people who you have in your circles, in your business, that's a part of your brand. The visuals. So not just your logo, again, we're not just talking about symbols, the visuals of the homes that you're putting out there, the visuals of yourself. Okay, that all feeds into your brand. The culture. Can people tell what culture you have around your business from seeing your brand? If I say the culture with the Chick-fil-A brand, that probably makes you think about something, doesn't it? If I say the culture with the Starbucks brand, that probably makes you think about something, doesn't it? I'm not talking about their logo. I'm not talking about their colors, but even down to the culture of these two companies, they bring on a feeling, the style, the perception. Perception is big in real estate. One thing about me, when I was in earlier agent, I was posting mostly luxury properties. And then I stopped doing that because there were so many people who I was reaching out to, kind of the same way Jamar was talking about over Facebook and everything. And they were like, oh, yeah, I just recently purchased something. I thought that you only worked with luxury. And I was like, oh, no, I work with everybody. I want to help everybody. But it was that perception that was aligned with my brand, and I didn't really want that perception. So I stopped doing it. Yeah, luxury properties look cool. We'd love to sell one, but I'd rather sell 200. I'd rather help 200 other families on their starter home than 2 years later help 150 of them on their second property, then help another batch of 50 of them on an investment property or second home, then just one luxury property that somebody's going to probably live in for the rest of their life. It was a decision that I made. The words, the messaging. What message does your brand put out there? When somebody thinks about you, Austin, what do they think about? Are they just thinking that you're a realtor, or is it more than that? And your answer is you want it to be more than that. You want it to be more than that. The opinions, people form opinions about your brand, which is okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But remember my first definition. Your brand is aligning what you want people to think about your business with what they actually do think about your business. Okay, so let's start with that. Right? You hear or see the McDonald's logo. Do you think about something when it's with McDonald's? I mean, it may be the food, but you probably also think about the colors. You may think about the interactions that you have with some of their employees. You may think about your weight. You may think about your health. You could think about a lot of things. That's what a brand does. Okay, that's what a brand does. When you think about Coca-Cola, some people may think about charity with Coca-Cola. You may think that their prices are going up. You may think that it's too sweet or it's flat or every time, so many different emotions, so many different thoughts come along with a brand. So you as a real estate professional running a business, let's think about what those thoughts are when it comes to your brand, what you want people to think, how you want people to feel. Okay, my logo is basic. My logo is basic. If you all have seen the founders logo, it's literally the word founders with a pin being used in the O. Okay, but what I've done is I've attached a brand around that to where I can literally just put that pin on a t-shirt or on the wall, and people will think about something. People will feel something. People may reference to what they believe goes on. I get so many people who reach out to me who say that they want to be a part of my real estate team simply because of the culture. Nothing to do with selling homes. They feel like we have a good time. They feel like we like each other. They feel like it's fun to work here. Okay, and that's all been put out there through different visuals, through different things that we've done in the community, not the logo. Okay, so I want you to start thinking bigger when it comes to your brand. Now, here's how your brand is going to help you, because it's not only going to bring you leads, right? But your brand is going to attract you people. It's going to attract you people who want to help your business succeed. It's going to attract you people who want to see your business succeed. And it's going to attract you people who want to be a part of that success. I oftentimes get asked the question, how do you find people? How do you find agents? How do you this and that? And for a while, I felt like I was cheating people because I didn't have like a specific strategy around it. I didn't have a specific strategy around it, but I started noticing what people were saying in my interviews with them. And they were referencing to what they see, what they think is like to work here, who the people are that work here. It wasn't even about selling homes. It wasn't even about selling homes. And then that's when I truly saw like, wow, it's the brand that's attracting talent. It's the brand that's making people want to be a part of this success. And once you can get things to that place, it's a powerful place because doors start opening up in your business that you probably would have never even imagined would open up. Chasen, I want you and your company to be a part of this initiative with X, Y, and Z organization because I know that y'all stand for this. Think about that. Has nothing to do with real estate, but where a lot of agents mess up or fall off is you just make it about the home. You just make it about the home. But when it comes to business and you as a business owner, you have way more to offer than just helping somebody sell a home. Sonia, you have way more to offer. Orlando, you have way more to offer than just facilitating a real estate transaction. But would I know that based on your brand, based on your messages that you put out there? Do I think that you have expertise outside of real estate? You know, as real estate agents, we're supposed to be here for the community. We're supposed to be tied into the community. We're helping build our communities, our economies. But can people see that in you? Do they see a community leader? Do they see a market expert? Would the news or a magazine call on you to contribute to it? All this is your brand. But here's the cool part, and I'm gonna say this again. You can control it. Your brand, you can control 100%. You can make it look any way that you want to look. Okay, you can make people feel any way that you want them to feel. Think about some big brands. Okay, especially these insurance commercials. Have y'all seen these insurance commercials lately? Most times they don't have anything to do with insurance. They're pushing out animals and having people do crazy things, and they don't even have anything to do with insurance. They're making insurance like fun and non-intimidating. Okay, real estate is stressful, man. It's stressful for buyers, it's stressful for sellers, and it's definitely stressful for us as agents, right? And are we contributing to people's stress? Are we pushing that stress out there? Or does our brand say something different? Here's one thing you want to write down, and write this in capital letters. You are not just a realtor. You are not just a realtor. In my MLS alone, well, I'm not even going to say my MLS, in my kind of market center, in my association, there's 30,000 real estate agents. 30,000 people in this city have 30,000 other realtors to choose from. But guess what? You're not just a realtor. Okay, that's the first part of your brand right there. After this call, when you get into perfecting your brand, I want you to keep this at the forefront, that you are not just a realtor. So what are you? What do you want to be known for? You want to be known for a thought leader? Great. A community leader? Great. A market expert? Great. An employer? Great. A connector? Perfect. Networker? Builder? Investor? Investor of people? A community activist? Great, great, great. Those are all things that you can incorporate into your brand that's going to set you apart from the other 30,000 people who are working for the same thing you're working for. Now, y'all know when you go into appointments, we oftentimes say it's about who people know, like, and trust. Guess what? Everybody knows a realtor. Everybody in some form or way or another knows a realtor. There's probably another realtor that they like. Okay, so there's a connection that you can make with people that's out of the ordinary. Everybody walks into listing appointments with their listing book, with their comps, with this and that. Okay, but what are those 10 things that are different about you? You know, I actually did a document on that, and I would take it to listing appointments. 10 things to know about Chasten. Let me actually pull that document up. 10 things to know about Chasten. It had on there what type of foods I liked, my dog, the music I liked. And that formed a different connection. That helped my brand. So think about what those things are for you. Here, actually, it's 9 things, my bad. But I'm gonna pull it up and just show it to y'all right quick, because all of this contributes to your brand. So 9 things you may not know about Chasten J. Miles. I can never pass up eating a dessert, even if I'm on a diet. I have 2 brothers, and all of our names start with CH. I really like to cook. I love pizza so much I can eat it 7 days a week. I'm left-handed. I'm terrified of scary movies, so I never watch them. I collect kitchen gadgets. Michael and Janet Jackson are my favorite music artists, and my dog's name is Prince Michael Jackson. And there's a little picture of my dog. Think about what that does. How does that make you feel about me now? Do you like me more? Do you hate me less? Do you want to work with me now? Did we have something that we connected on? All that is a brand. And that's a piece that I bring, that I would bring to listing appointments. I looked on this screen, most of you all smiled. Most of you all smiled reading that. That is that emotional connection that a brand does, just like that, just instantly. Okay? So again, no, a brand is not just your logo and headshot. It's way more than that. But a brand can bond people to you to the point where it makes them want to see you succeed. All right. So now, where are people going to see this brand? Let's move over to social media. Right. The trends in social media that we're seeing right now. Short video. Okay, short video. People aren't wanting to watch long videos unless they're on YouTube. But everywhere else, people are not wanting to watch long videos. So you want to get your message out as quick as possible. Here's the goal with social media marketing these days. You want to give them just enough to where they want more. Okay? Just enough to where they want more. An example of that would be if I put a home on Facebook, hey, this home is for sale, looking for the right buyer, right? I put a nice, beautiful home. That's not giving enough information. So what is it going to make people do? Want more. Where is it located? How many bedrooms does it have? What's the price of it? Austin, give us more information, please. We're begging you. Oh, here's the link to my website with all the information. Bam, boom, take them over to KV Core. Whoa, that little pop-up there. What's your name? What's your phone number? Oh, now we got a lead in my database. Okay, because I left them wanting more. Okay, your messages have to be short and quick with social media. Video is taking over everything. So if you can make your content 90% video, you'll do well. The social media networks are promoting videos more than text. So even if you need to just put it in writing, make your writing a video. Something that we tried on my Instagram a couple weeks ago was we took an image, we took a still image, but we made it into a video. And so when you look at it, it just looks like an image. Nothing moves, nothing does anything, but it was uploaded as a video. It got way more views. More people saw it because Instagram pushed it out more. Okay? Again, it wasn't any talking, it wasn't produced. It was just a still image that we uploaded as a video. Okay? So starting with Instagram, IGTV, use it. So don't put a video on your news feed less than a minute long. At least make it a minute and 5 seconds, so that way you can post it on IGTV. Post it on IGTV and choose the option that allows you to post a thumbnail on your feed. Instagram will promote that video more. Instagram Reels, REELS. Those are short videos. Same thing. Create a reel, let it post a thumbnail to your timeline. Reels are getting seen by so many more people. Reels are starting to show or are showing up on the explore page way more than a photo. Okay, Instagram is pushing reels hard. Why are they doing that? Well, because everybody's on TikTok. Everybody's on TikTok. TikTok is full of reels. So when TikTok is becoming famous, now everybody else wants to get caught up with it. So YouTube is doing reels now. Instagram is doing reels now. And they're just short videos, 15 seconds. 15, 30 seconds. Now, with these things, with these reels, and I'm talking about Instagram reels and TikTok, use the native apps functions. Okay? Meaning don't upload your video already edited with music and all that kind of stuff. Get on Instagram and let Instagram put the music in there. Get on TikTok, choose the music from TikTok. Okay, use the app's native functions. They promote it a lot more. Highlights on Instagram. Highlights, create highlights and keep updating your highlights. So highlights are those little circles that appear under your bio that you can save stories to. Keep those highlights fresh. Add stuff on there. Okay, people watch the highlights. The highlights can sell for you while you're asleep. In your bio, point people to your website. That is the smartest thing you can do. But Chasten, there's different apps out there. I can put 10, 15 different links. I'm gonna say it again, point people to your website. Put those 10, 15 different links on your website. Listen, y'all, your website is the only thing that you control. Your domain is the only thing that you have ownership of. If you're sending people to everybody else's assets and that assets decide that they want to charge or they want to shut down, boom, it's gone. Send people to your site. Now, on your site, you can have a landing page, you can have a squeeze page, you can have whatever, point them to that, but use your domain. Okay, you want to capture those people, not those other websites. What do those other websites get people to do? Of course, if it's free too. Oh, you land on that link, set up your own for free, blah, blah, blah. When that person could be filling in their information on your website. Okay, so point people to your actual domain. On TikTok, all right? TikTok, use hashtags. Hashtags are relevant on TikTok, and there's a bunch of them. Austin Lopez Realtor is not a hashtag. Oh My Real Estate is not a hashtag. Chasten Miles is not a hashtag. They'll be able to find me typing in my name. They'll be able to find you typing in your name. Put hashtags that are relevant to the content that you are putting out there. You want your content to be seen by other people. Nobody's going searching on these websites hashtag, oh my real estate. They may search your name. They may search your brokerage. They may search real estate agents, but don't waste a hashtag on your company name. That'll come up organically. The name is in your profile. The name is part of your first and last name. The name shows up on Google, like all that stuff will come up organically. Your hashtags need to be relevant to the content that you're putting out there, because the audiences that are searching that content, that's who you want to see this stuff. Okay, so things like luxury homes, Dallas real estate, Southern California real estate agent, real estate broker, investor, things like that, those general things. Starting out to get more people to see your stuff, search for low competition hashtags. Okay. If you go on TikTok or even on Instagram, whatever, you type in real estate, it's going to show like 1 billion people have used that. Okay. You're setting yourself up to try to be seen 1 out of 1 billion versus you typing in SoCal real estate agent, which may just have a few thousand, few 100,000. Okay. So look for those opportunities with hashtags. Look for unique things. Okay, because those are audiences there that are searching those hashtags that'll start following you and help you grow. Next, with your content, make your content valuable. All right. Make your content valuable. You remember I talked about my mistake before. My mistake was I was only pushing out luxury properties. People were thinking that I was only a luxury agent, that I couldn't help them with other properties. Or if I put out a property that is in, let's just say Dallas, but somebody's trying to move 20 minutes up the road to Plano. Oh, I thought you only worked in Dallas. Oh, I thought you only did this. So I decided to start just becoming valuable. Okay. Giving information on how to buy a home, how much money you need, what credit scores you need, how to raise your credit scores, how long the process takes. Things like that. Okay. And you can make these videos super quick. First thing you need to do if you want to buy a house, contact a real estate agent. Don't know a real estate agent? Here, just swipe up. I'll point you in the right direction. Super quick. All right. So, value. Want to know the second step? Oh, you guessed it. Yeah, now it's time to get a pre-approval. What's a pre-approval? Watch the next video. Okay, you're giving them content and it's valuable content. Same thing, you don't need to record a 15, 30-minute YouTube video explaining the home buying process. You can make this little micro content. What does that do? It opens you up to a pool of people. You're not separating people by just one little local area or one price point or, oh, I don't like how that house looks. I don't want a house like that, so I'm not going to call that guy. And people do that these days. It's nothing against you. They just think that that's all you may work or that's all you do. All right. Now, integrating your brand in that. Okay. Putting that brand in the content that you're putting out there. What do you want them to see? How do you want them to feel when you are talking? Are they going to feel like you're just marketing the whole time? Or are they going to feel like you're providing them value? Are they going to feel like, you genuinely want to help? All of us want to help families buy and sell a home. But when they look at your feed, are they seeing that you want to help them, or are they seeing that you're just selling your services? Think about that. And it's okay if they're just seeing that you're selling your services because prior to today, you probably didn't know. Is this person just showing me how awesome their logo designer is, or can I tell that they really want to help? Think about it. Think about this. All right. So when it comes to marketing on these social media networks, think about the trends that people are doing and responding to. How many of you hate ads now? Hate seeing ads. You're watching a YouTube video and the ad pops up. Damn, popped up right when I was about to, hate ads. You're scrolling on Facebook or you're scrolling on Instagram, you're looking at people's stories and then bam, an ad, hate them. But how many of your feeds are all ads? How many of your timelines are all ads? You're doing the same thing. Okay, so now it's an important time, especially in this economy, to shift, to make that shift in your message. So over this next week, as you're putting things out on social media, as you're coming up with your marketing plan, really stop and think about your brand. Think about your brand and what you want your brand to say about you and your business. And craft your marketing plan around that brand. And by marketing, I mean your social media plan. Craft that social media plan around your brand, because it's going to take you so much further than just an advertisement. What questions do you all have? Anybody have any questions? Feedback, takeaways?
Jason, I am currently just on Facebook. Do you recommend that I get on Instagram as well, or any of these other? There's so many social platforms right now. I'm just doing Facebook. Do I need to do anything else as well?
So what I recommend is eventually you're going to want to be everywhere, but starting out, start with where your biggest audience is. So if your biggest audience is Facebook, that's what you want to run with, because it's acceptable and easier to take people from one place once they're invested in you and take them to those other places. You know, like once you have people feeling real good about you on Facebook, you can easily drop in a post, say, hey, everyone, I just set up an Instagram. Can y'all go and follow me? You know, versus trying to build from the ground up. So yeah, I would rather you put most of your time and energy into Facebook if that's where your biggest audience is.
I just want to add something to what you were saying earlier. I saw a video where the trainer was saying that you're no longer, like you were saying, but you're no longer a realtor. When somebody asks you what you do, you say you run a real estate business. So I've been practicing saying that when I meet people, and it changes the conversation. You know, they look at you different. So that's just a little nugget if people didn't already.
I love that. I love that.
I have a question, Chasten.
Yep.
About branding.
You're breaking up really bad.
I always
You're breaking up really bad. Hello? You want to try again?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, you just sounded really good right there when you said, give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, I'm disconnecting from the home because it's miserable. But
yeah.
But yeah, I was saying that in as far as like branding, again.
You're breaking up, man. If you can drop it in the chat box, I can get it answered for you. But yeah, your audio is breaking up. All right, anybody else? Yep, Daniel.
I have a question here. Well, two questions. On the last video you did last week, I missed it. Did you put it up, upload it on your website?
Which video is it?
The same meeting from last week. I don't know what we talked about because I was out last week. I didn't see it on. I didn't see the updated video. That's why.
Oh, you didn't? It should be in there. If not, I will get that updated, and I'll just create a new module if it's not in there, and then I'll put this one in another. They will both be in there.
Okay, for sure. And the second thing was on the videos. I noticed that on my Facebook when I did the videos sideways, I was getting more views on Facebook. So I kind of like what you said earlier. Kind of go with where you get the most following. I guess the only challenge with Facebook, I do have two Facebooks. I have the Facebook Business, which I try to do videos on there, but for some reason that platform is a little different. Is, you know, I got some followings, but I do it more on my personal Facebook. What do you think about the whole personal and business? How would you separate it? Or
your biggest following is probably on your personal Facebook, and that's where you're going to get the most engagement. Business Facebook nowadays is literally 90% money. So if you're not spending money on that business Facebook page, Facebook is going to show it to, 10% or less of the audience on there. Business pages aren't as popular as they used to be. Now Facebook has moved over into more of an entertainment side of things. So unless your business page is a page around videos and like specifically sets for videos, things like that, you're not going to get good reach of it without putting a bunch of money behind it. I would focus more so on your personal page.
Okay. And then you also said something about your Facebook looking like ads. Are you saying when we make a video and we're just kind of promoting ourselves versus actually giving a value, you'll consider
Right.
that?
Yeah. So, putting up a video, hey everyone, did you know that I can help you buy or sell? Who do you know that's looking to buy or sell real estate? I've been in real estate for 5 years and I help people. Like, that's totally an ad. Now, how you can change that is, hey, check out these clients who just worked with me. I just got them this such and such. They thought that they were going to have to put $20,000 down, but I got them a deal in this competitive market that everybody's like, you're telling the story. So, you're still showing your services and what you can do, but it's not just a flat out like, y'all call me or send me a DM because I'm a realtor and you should do that because we're friends. Yeah. What else? Anything else?
Just
I'll,
real quick. Oh, go ahead, man.
oh, I was saying I was still typing, but I don't know if you can hear me better
Yep.
now.
I can.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So my question was, I'm still a little bit new. So I don't have a brand yet. I would say I personally feel like I don't have a brand yet. It's kind of like no one can associate me with like real estate or, just anything. So should I concentrate more on lead generation and branding, or should it be a part of my day-to-day life? And what's the first strategy going on like for a person that's just getting started with branding? Like today's like one of my first days, like actually having a sit down and hearing about like what branding actually does and how it affects the mind. Yeah. So
man.
without reinventing the wheel.
Yep. See, you're in a high level coaching group. That's why. No, so you might have missed this earlier, but you get to control your brand. Whatever you want your brand to say, feel, people to think, you're in control of it. And so your first step is you want to think about what that stuff is. Think about what you want people to think about Isaac and him as a business person, him as a real estate professional. Okay, once you can get clear on that, then you can move on into starting to put that message out there. But you want to figure out what that is. So the thing that you want to do is figure out, for one, what's the name of your service. It can be your name, it can be Isaac's home selling team, whatever. Figure out what the name of your service that you want it to be. The second step, figure out who you helped. Who is your client? Who is the people who you want to help? It can be millennials, business owners, retirees, divorce clients, whatever. Who is that target audience for you? And then next, what do you do? What do you do? Okay. And then number 4, what problem do you solve? What problem do you solve? And make sure that when you're answering what problem you solve, that it's relevant to the audience. Okay, so start there and craft your brand. Hands down, lead generation is 100% what you should be focusing on. Do this in your secondary time. All right.
Thank you very much. I'll be asking myself these questions.
Yeah.
Probably for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Jamar, you had a question. You had something you want to say?
Yeah. I just wanted to ask, what type of videos should I be making, since I don't really have any past clients or any sales or anything like that. Saturday I went out. I just got my super key, so I went out and I just looked at a bunch of properties. I recorded two of them that were like 150, and I'm just gonna do like a comparison. One was like a condo type, and one was a single family. I'm gonna do a comparison and put it up on YouTube today. But what kind of videos can I put on my social media just starting out?
So basically, those questions that I just gave Isaac are all great video topics. You want to do a video where you're introducing yourself, who you are, why you do what you do. Property tour videos are great. People love watching those on social media. Valuable content, so content that can help people. The big things around real estate that gets people buying homes is, can I afford it? Can I afford it? I gave a couple of topics as examples earlier, which are still relevant. Even though there's 100,000 videos about these certain things out there, everybody's watching something different. So what credit score you need to qualify for a loan? How's the market? What have you been doing in your day-to-day? What problem can you solve for people? Tell stories. Oh, I was in this house the other day. I was just doing a preview because I don't have any clients yet, but I walked in this closet and there was crap everywhere. Like, whatever, tell stories. All right. So you can, but don't talk about anything that you don't know. Don't talk about anything that you don't know. I don't want you putting out wrong information. But if you're going out looking at all these properties, you got video of the properties. You probably had some experiences. I didn't know how to work the lockbox, or I got locked in the backyard. Anything, the water didn't work, and my client peed in the bathroom and couldn't flush it. Whatever. Like, all of that stuff is funny to people. Has this ever happened to anybody? So start there. Like, don't think too deep on it, because this isn't just going to be a one shot. Like, you got one shot to make a video and then you're done. You're going to be doing this all through the week. So anything that's interesting. But yeah, I just gave you a bunch of topics right there. You can start with those. Anything else? All right, people. Great day today. Let's crush it this week. I know the market's tough, but look, we're tough people. So let's knock it out. We still got a great year ahead of us, and it's moving fast. So make every day count, okay? You can sleep for 12 hours if you want to. I don't care, but it's about what you do with those other 12 hours, okay? So really make it count. I'll see y'all next Monday, all right?